Kind of want to tell a story about this weekend. Um, so basically, what happened while I was in Cape Cod? Uh, my family and I had went to Nantucket. I hope I don't have to explain what Nantucket is, but basically, I'm gonna do it anyways. It's an island about 40 miles off the coast of Massachusetts. While in there, I got a compass. While there, I got a compass at the Whaling Museum. And now, if you ever go to Nantucket, you have to go to the Whaling Museum. It's really cool. Uh, one of my favorite parts was that it had a model of the Andrea Doria, which is one of my favorite shipwrecks. Anyway, I got a compass while at the Whaling Museum, and because I wanted to get a compass, I got a pocket watch at the USS Constitution Museum, and so I wanted to get a compass somewhere, and this was $20, so I got it. Anyway, so it says a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. And my dad pointed out that my grandpa would always say that. So that's also why I got it. But anyway, we took a ferry ride to Nantucket because it was just for the day. And on the ferry ride back, my stepmom had said that her mom's property has a place where it's probably uranium because it messes up compasses. And I was like, holy crap, I want to go check that out. And so this weekend, I finally got the chance to talk with my stepmom's mom about the potential uranium ore on her property. And after talking for a while, I determined it's not uranium. You see, the reason why she knows about it is because her property is pretty big, and so a lot of people will go hunting there during the fall. And, like, they've complained, like, I brought a compass with me, and it got messed up around this area. And, like, I thought it was logical that uranium would mess up a compass, but it actually doesn't, according to Google. So, I'm going to grab a piece of paper for reference, and I am going to draw a rudimentary map. I just gotta, this will do. So, this is a very, very crude map. I mean, I perfected a little bit. There we go. So, this right here is the rudimentary version of the map. Up here is a road. And that little square right here, where my thumb is where her house is. This right here is where a lake is, and this area is where the compasses go haywire. And so finding out it wasn't uranium, I was thinking, well, what could it be? And so I did some research, and we eventually determined that it was most likely in that area an iron meteorite. Yeah. And I got to that conclusion because it's like, if it was naturally occurring, it would be in more than just that spot. And meteorites are made of usually pretty large chunks of iron, and iron can mess up compasses. See where I'm going here? She also assumed that it was a uranium meteorite or something, but like I said, it wasn't uranium. It's definitely not uranium because it couldn't be. It doesn't mess up compasses. So, we agreed that it's probably an iron meteorite. Now, we are not, we as in me, possibly my brother, and dad and stepmom are gonna walk on her property and get to the area where compasses get all goofy. We are not going to do that till the fall, because if you live in Minnesota, you know how bad the mosquitoes are. They're horrible. So, I'm really actually looking forward to doing that, but here's a bit of an issue. It's a very wooded, rough property, and the distance from the house to the compass killer, as I called it. And by the way, that's a lake. Did I mention that? The little squiggly part here? I think I mentioned it was a lake. That's the house, and it's like 2 miles from the compass killer area, is what I'm calling it. Because, do we know it's actually a meteorite? No. So for now, I'm just calling it compass killer. And so, yeah. And it's a 2 mile walk, and we estimate it's probably a 4 square mile radius of where possibly the iron meteorite is, because we don't really know. I have heard stories of people in Minnesota, northern Minnesota, finding meteorites. And I'm wondering, if it's like a 4 square mile radius where the compasses literally spin, how big would the meteorite have to be? And would we even be able to find it? It'd be like finding a needle in a haystack, I'd assume, but I'd still want to do it, and family's on board to see. But like when I say that the reports of the compass is spinning, it's like, can I get it to spin? Yeah. Yep. Reports is like that. Yeah, I got it to spin. So, yeah, I just thought this was pretty interesting, and I want to know your take on it. So yeah.